We're going to add 20 to both sides. Got 8x equals positive 8. And then divide by 8. X equals 1. Okay, what do we do with that? Plug it in where? To the circled one. Okay, and that's why we really circle this one up here. So some of you guys are not circling that one, and then you're like, I don't know where to plug it in. And a lot of you guys stop right here, okay? So you're going to plug it back into whatever you got circled way up there. So up there I got y equals x minus 5. And so what are we plugging in for x? 1. Everywhere there's an x, we're putting a 1. So it's really going to be 1 minus 5, which is negative 4. Quite a few of you guys are writing the coordinates backwards. Okay? The coordinates go x comma y. Okay? So you need to find your x, and that goes first. So it's really 1 comma negative 4 is our actual answer. Okay? So that's definitely the easier substitution one because the one is already solved for. Okay? So when we consider the substitution problems, definitely the ones are easier than the other ones, okay? And there's not like a whole bunch of extra steps on the other ones. It's just, you need to solve one of the variables for y. Okay, can I scroll? Okay, look at 3. Okay, are any of the equations solved for y? No, so we need to solve one of them. Which one do you want to solve? The top one. And the top one is the easiest because there's no number in front of the y. Okay, and so I don't know if you want to write that on a note somewhere on your paper, but the equation that has no number with the y is the easiest one to solve. Okay, and so we can write this top one I got. I'm going to label these so I can kind of keep track. So I'm using equation 1 right now, and I got 2x plus y equals negative 14. How do I get y by itself? Minus the 2x. So I'm going to say minus 2x minus 2x. Okay, those cross out. So I got y equals negative 14 minus 2x. I cannot put those together because they're not the same. Okay, my suggestion now to you would be to go ahead and write your equations just like you would above. Okay, like we were given. So I got equation 1, and this equation is this equation. We just rearranged it. And so I'm going to write y equals negative 14 minus 2x. Have we changed anything with equation 2? No. So we can just write that one down. So I got equation 2, and it's negative x plus 5y equals negative 15. Okay, and now it looks like the front page. Is one of the equations solved for y? Yeah, so what do I need to do? What do I need to do now? We did it on the front page.
Oh, let's plug it in.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to circle it and plug it into the other one. Okay, so I'm really going to have negative x plus 5, and instead of y, I'm writing negative 14 minus 2x equals negative 15. What's our next step? Okay, so we got to distribute. So I got negative x, and I don't know, minus 70 minus 10x equals negative 15. Okay, it would probably help yourself out. What can you write in front of this x? A 1. Okay, it would probably be smart of you to write a 1 there. Okay, what's our next step? combine like terms, and then you're a step ahead of me, mister. So I got negative 11x minus 70 equals negative 15. And then we say plus 70 plus 70. I got negative 11x equals 55. Okay, what's our next step? Divide. I got x equals negative 5. Where do we plug that into?
The y equals negative 14 minus 2x.
Yeah, so we're plugging it into the thing we have circled up here. So y equals negative 14 minus 2, and instead of x, I'm writing negative 5. Okay, well, negative 2 times negative 5 is going to give me a positive 10. Negative 14 plus 10 is going to give me negative 4. Okay, and so we can write these as a coordinate of negative 5, comma, negative 4. Okay, I will tell you guys that some of you guys are getting much better. Whether you think you know how to do these or you're like still struggling, practice. Practice on, during class, whatever you suck at. So if you suck at the graphing, that's what you need to do in class so I can help you. If you suck at the substitution, you need to be working on the substitution in class so I can help you. Okay? If you have just been doing the bare minimum and only doing the ones that I do, I promise you, you're going to fail your test. That is a guaranteed promise because you're not actually getting any practice by yourself. And normally I'm like, oh, make sure you do the whole worksheet. On these ones, the only way to get the concept of this is just to practice. Okay? Do whatever you want. I don't really care, but that's my advice. Okay, the elimination. If it says solve by elimination, that means you have to solve by elimination. If it says solve by substitution, that means you have to solve by substitution. You can technically, like number 1 and 3, the ones we just did, you could technically solve them by elimination. Okay? But that's not what the instructions say. So make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. What do you want to cancel? The x's or y's? The y's? Okay, which one is the smaller? Huh? The 1y. Okay, we always multiply by the smaller one. What do I need to multiply by in order for those to cancel? Negative 11. Okay, because these are a plus plus, I know I need a minus out here. And then I got a 1 times something is going to give me 11. So it's really going to be negative 11 is what I need to multiply by. Okay, so I'm going to have negative 8x. The top one we're not changing, plus 11y equals 8. The bottom one is going to be negative 99x minus 11y equals positive 99. Okay, what's our next step? Add the equations together. Okay, so I'm going to have 107x, or negative 107x. What happens to the y's? Y. One's a plus, one's a minus, so they cancel. 88 and 99 is going to give me 107. What's our next step? Divide. Okay. And what are you going to get? Huh? Yeah, x is going to equal negative 1. Where do we plug that back into? It doesn't matter which one. Okay? So, pick one, put it in there. I'm going to use the bottom one. If you're working ahead and you did the top one, you're still going to get the same answer. So I got 9 times negative 1 plus y equals negative 9. Okay, so I'm going to have negative 9 plus y equals negative 9. Okay, and I'm trying to solve for y, so I'm going to say plus 9 plus 9. So I got y equals 0. Okay, and then we have to write this as a coordinate. So negative 1 comma 0.